Set this up. Let's do it. It's time for Pikachu. No face cam tonight. I'm feeling extra sleepy. It's been was a hell of a weekend, but I hope everyone's enjoying their day. Happy Monday. It's gonna be a nice relaxing Monday with some Pika P, some Pika 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 P, Pika Pika P, Pika. Zach. Hello Chaz. Hello Jaybird. Hello Double. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing okay. Welcome in. English voice acting. That's fine. Yes, English voice acting is fine. I hope everyone's enjoying their Monday. Ah, yay! Pika P! Double playback speed. Settings to... we'll do instant text display. Auto advance. No, I can do that. Fast forward the dialogue. That's it. That's fine. High speed movement. Use high speed move. When ZR button is held on your character. Oh, like a sprint button. Yeah, I'll do that. Choose to indicate correct selection during the case notebook. Oh, so this way I don't have to do as big brain. Yeah, you know what? I'll be okay. We'll try big brain for now. That's okay. Oh boy, I've actually been really looking forward to this. This game's the one on 3DS was so super cute. I'm excited. Get right into this. Let's do it. Let's go be Pikachu. I showed Sam this game. She laughed. She laughed at Pikachu's voice. There he is!
My name's Pikachu.
Yeah!
I'm what you might call a great detective.
Look at him. A hard-boiled Pika P.
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case.
Watch
Harry
out.
suddenly disappeared.
Watch out.
I lost all my memories.
From what I understand, I think this is a little bit of both. So I think this is recapping the 3DS game.
Our goals
and this is supposed to be a sequel.
Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad.
My dad.
While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk.
Oh no. He's so cute.
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him.
Ooh. He real hard-boiled.
Just where the heck did you go?
Where did you go, Harry? He's back! Yeah!
And so, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved
Harry!
Hello there.
Pika. Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this
Hello there,
speech up.
Sirius. Hello. Pika P. Wearing his iconic red hoodie.
Wow. You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Lo siento.
Our incident of 2 years ago. Some
So
of our
2 years have
citizens
passed since the main game.
began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon.
Pretty much, if you've
So
seen
to
the
those of
movie,
you
you
who
pretty
were
much know
affected, I
offhand
offer
what
you
the plot
my
is.
deepest sympathies.
They took some
What's that?
liberties though from the
Corviknight?
game. Pika P, you say? Well, Pika P to you too. Ah, Pika Pika, Pika P.
Sir, follow me. Everyone, get inside right away.
Yo, what's up, Corviknight? Why you? What? What's going on? The book.
What's going on?
Could it be? Or?
Don't think so. Its behavior's different.
This little hat.
It's all right. Just calm down.
Yo, rude.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat!
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Oh, Pika P, Pikachu. You know how important that hat is to me? And Corviknight just flew off with it. What a mess! Let's keep. Yo, that thumbnail. Oh, let's go get it back. What's that? The notebook. Tim, over here. Okay, I go over here. Oh, okay, I guess I'll go over there.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside.
I'm doing okay, serious. I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well. How are you?
No.
How have you been?
Didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Just a little tired. I think everybody's a little tired. Everybody's. This is a very sleepy Monday. We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. No, that's a different game. That is a very different game. Now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Oh no! Yo, it's dead!
Oh.
Is that Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy. What happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, cut your Pikachu's Pika Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Pika Pika. Will Butler, Chief of Protection. Can hear how healthy you are. Aw. Yo, Smiley in the building! What's up, Smiley? I hope you're doing well. It do be 1:36 a.m. on a Tuesday for you. Yeah, seriously. So you have a better excuse. You do have a better excuse. So you already had your Sleepy Monday, and now it's bleeding into your Sleepy Tuesday. Need to track down Corviknight. Get this area evacuated. But I can't just leave this Pidove here. Pika P! Pika P! Calm down, Pikachu. Everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. I'm the only one that understands what you're saying. Oh, right, sorry. Got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such bad shape. Okay, Tim. It's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me, what happened? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pika Pika. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau, and this Audino is with the police department's rescue squad. Audino. I'll spare you the details right now. We need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Dino used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Dino. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that, great work. Now I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pidove here unconscious. You ought to clear out here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of Pidove. We'll find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple of great detectives handle this. Pika Pika. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright, I'll leave the waking up this Pidove to you. Counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Let's go, Pikachu. Again, that's a different game. A different game. Okay. Ooh. Why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Hang in there, Pidove. That thing is knocked out as hell. Don't worry, we've got this covered. Find a wake up the Pidove. Counting on you, young detective. Got it. Alright, let's see what this Pidove has to say. Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to these guys, there's something I need to tell you. What is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. Don't gotta tell you that, right? Right? And it's been a good long while since our last case. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories on how we go about investigating a case. We'll do this one by the book, alright? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, Pidov's injuries are already healed. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Some might call it a coincidence, but me, I call it an opportunity for detective work. Detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Pika-Pee! Okay, got it. First, let's go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, we have a sitcom. Two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people. Pokemon piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing, here I go. Pika! Pika-Pee! That's the face he's making. Pidove, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with that unconscious Pidove. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Cool. It says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious Pidove is just sleeping? Cuckoo! You really love the smell of... Wait, what's that? What's that got to do with anything? Cuckoo! Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. You'd think these Pidove would be more concerned about their unconscious friend instead of chirping about some smell. Gathering there's a certain aroma that Pidove are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other Pidove around here. Pikachu, you silly. Hey Tim, come here. Okay. If you get stuck during investigation, see the light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen. You press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Call me before you go anywhere. Oh, it's making me do it. Okay. I think it's wanting us to get like smelling salt. I'm a little curious about what that Pidove will say. Yeah, its friend is unconscious. But all it wanted was to talk about what But all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Nice strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? Ah! That's it, Tim! If we could find the strong aroma those Pidove were chirping about, maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. It's worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? Yo, listen to that soundtrack. You guys like jazz? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call out to me anytime. Give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break and retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the pause button during the gameplay to open the submenu. In this menu, you can save the game and change the game settings. Press the L button during gameplay to reread recent conversations. Older conversations eventually disappear, so be careful not to forget what was said. Okay, here we go. Pika-Pee. Pika-Pee. Any idea where we can find a nice strong aroma? I don't know. Guess you wouldn't know, huh? Ask him that. We're having jazz days this week in the city where I live. Ooh, what does that entail? What does that entail? Oh my goodness, look at all these Pokemon! They're so cute! Exudes an enchanting aroma. I wonder if this is who we need. You're a aromatist, aren't you? What are these Pidove surrounding you for? Aroma. Huh. They started flocking to you as soon as it got here. Pidove have been following aromatisse around. Cuckoo! Asking it to make a nice aroma? Cuckoo! Yeah, make the nice aroma. Aroma. Pidove are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these Pidove are all drawn to the scent that aromatisse emits. Which means aromatisse might be able to help us wake up that unconscious Pidove. Oh my gosh, is that a potato queen? Oh my god, this game looks so cute because it is so cute, like you. Hi, Potato Queen. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope the kid is well, and your partner is well. I hope everything's great. All right, I'm doing okay. Bit sleepy, but I'm doing okay. What if there was some kind of smelly salt-like substance, Pika-Pee? Basically, there are many jazz concerts around the city, and there is a competition for the best jazz artists. Oh, that sounds pretty jazzy. That sounds pretty good. I'm def buying this game after I've gotten Spider-Man. I would probably wait for this game to go on sale, because this is a really basic game. It really, unless like you're diehard like into it, definitely wait for this game to go on sale. I loved the first one a lot, so I had to get it as soon as it came out. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's see if ask if Aromatisse is willing to help us out. Hey there, Aromatisse. We could use some help. Aromatisse. I'll help us out if we can get these Pidove to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the Pidove. Just hope they understand us. Coo! Sorry to ask you this, but could you move, somewhere else? Now it's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatisse is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. They're on board with the nice aromas over there plan. So the move, great. Pika-Pee. I'm still debating on if I'm gonna be streaming Spider-Man or not. Seeing as how the boycott hasn't been fully like pushed through yet, but it's just I want to support the boycott, but I don't know. I also like want to play Spider-Man. Aromatisse should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma! It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those Pidove to move. Great, now let's take Aromatisse back to the square. Alright. Fart on the Pidove. Yeah, so there's the big ol' SAG-AFTRA like strike is now under with like negotiations for voice actors of video games and stuff, and the negotiations have not been going well, and if that happens, then there could be a boycott, an ask for a boycott of a lot of like the major industries, including like Insomniac Games, 2K, heckin' Activision, Blizzard, like all those big companies, like just an ask for a boycott of all those games made by those industries. Here's the Pidove, please fart on it. Aroma. I mean, please help it.
All right.
So cute.
Glad that worked.
Good job, Pikachu. Pika-Pee. Yeah, it's big oof status. Pidove's awake! Adino, Adino! Wow, Aromatisse scent is nice. But it's kind of like a really strong perfume. I don't get why the Pidove like it so much. Coo! Coo coo coo! Coo 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 coo! Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma. Yep, you're a huge help, Aromatisse. Thank you. And we solved the case. Excellent work, young detective. That perked Pidove right up. I didn't even consider getting help from other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, the police officer was calling this big guy Chief. Wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? Yes, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PBB. Pika Pika. The Pika Pika Banana. I don't know. We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Rhyme City, Pokemon Protection Bureau. So it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon? I didn't know we had something. Bureau only recently started its official operations. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with police. We were dispatched to provide security, but well, just look what happened. Can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. It's honestly an embarrassment. We were found 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and the Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Pika Pika. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PBB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon, like the R incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Keeping the peace, police jobs, though? The past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. Police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now, police could protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB could protect Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we could keep everyone safe. And so that's why the PPP was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. Howard really looking out for his Pokemon, huh, PPP? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice. No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. Whew, that was close. I thought he'd caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we could talk to one another. Then they would lock us up. Whoa! Ah! Oh, snap, it's back!
Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir.
Oh,
It's Corviknight again. Give me back my hat, would you? The chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car. Bet Corviknight still have my hat. Let's follow it. Eggs! Those Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction the Corviknight flew off in. Let's go check it out. Pikachu! Wow, fast movement is fast. Oh, poor Pikachu. Pika! Come on, Pikachu! Oh, a Magnemite! Oh, so cute! Mag? Why aren't we running away? Well, I gotta get my hat back from Corviknight. Mag! Thanks for looking out for me. You stay safe too, okay? Thanks, Magnemite.
no,
A Xatu?
no.
Stares into the great beyond. Staring into our soul right now. Xatu. Telling us not to panic. Cool as a cucumber, even during a crisis. These guys can chill. Oh, wow! It's an Executor! A Alolan Executor! Well, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess! Is this a tree? Tim, come on. It's growing here? Kinda weird unless what? No, this is definitely weird. Tim. It's an Applin!
Blab!
Oh! App! Danger's here, Applin. You should find somewhere that is safe. App! That's odd. It doesn't seem to like it wants to leave. Let's talk to him.
Hey,
I haven't seen any Applin in the city before. Where'd you come from? App. Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new? It's actually kind of cute. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this apple. Apu! Something suddenly shook it awake moments ago. I bet it was that Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. It came from the App Store? Oh, wait, hold on. Perfect timing, Sirius, because guess what's back? Hey! My little drum set's working again. Yeah! Applin! App. So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out, and that's when you realized your friends were missing. It got separated? Then let's find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were with you? App. 2. Okay, got it. From what Applin said, I think I get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to go get my hat back from Corviknight, we can't just abandon Pokemon in need of our help! Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, should we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. You guys, it's an Executor. Maybe if I touch its butt? Can't just cut it down. Eggs! Oh, eggs. You didn't give us time to guess what was pet. Oh, very true. I forgot about the delay.
whoa! This tree's an Executor!
Man, It's so silly looking. Isn't this an Alolan Executor? I'd never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? We can investigate. We can't investigate until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here. Look down by your feet. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Whoa, don't talk all at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Egg, eggs, eggs. Oops, forgot to say which head.
Hey,
You middleist head. Why are you here? Eggs. Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
hey,
You, right head, tell me what happened here. Eggs! Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, it bumped into the fruit stand? Knew it. By the time you've seen... By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Eggs? Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well.
hey.
Left head, we got a favor to ask. Egg. Sorry, but we're gonna search through these apples scattered behind you. Could you please scooch over a bit? Egg. This is a riveting conversation. It moved for us. Now we can investigate the scene. This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let's investigate. Should begin. Remember what we're looking for. 2 missing apples. That's right. There's a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, okay? So cute. I see this one already. That's one. Look, an apple, and I found one. Apple. Have you been sitting still, pretending to be an apple this whole time? That must take a whole lot of patience. App. Patiently staying still is one of your talents? Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Friend is waiting for you. Okay, that's one. Pikachu, are you eating one? Pikachu, are you seriously eating one?
This is a tasty apple. You want some too, Tim? Forget to pay for it.
Pikachu, what if that was a Pokemon? You'd be a cannibal. Okay. It's gotta be like one of these upside down ones because I can't see its butt. Let's see. How about that one? There are apples everywhere. I don't see any apples. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. Still eat them, bruises and all. Okay. How about inside that crate? It's an apple crate. No sign of appling, though. Oh, we searched pretty thoroughly. Still don't see my hat or the other applin, though. Where could it be? Oh, the second applin isn't here? Was it behind that crate? Did you see something move behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. Maybe something's changed. Hat! Yo, hat! Pog! My hat! Corviknight dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back.
This was a real pain. Hey, get back here. The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
Oh my gosh, Tim. Yes! Go on!
Told you so.
Go be a hat for the Executor!
Executor. Guess I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Climb Executor! Is this like a mini game time?
Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Oh! Oh no! Oh, quick time events! I wasn't expecting that! Don't you dare, Pikachu! This is so cute. Oh my god! Get the hat, Pikachu! Get it! Ah!
Fine, I got you back.
Oh! Okay. Oh! Do I have to choose who do I save? Pikachu! It's an Applin! Whoa! You okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Oh, I did catch him. Okay. Are the Applin okay too? They all seem happy to be reunited. Glad they're all right. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. That's ridiculous, he says to the Pikachu only he can understand in English. Right? Like, he's seen so much from this point, and a moving hat is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, the Applin in the background are so tiny! There's a baby Applin! Sure, Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and just happened to fall on top of Applin. Oh yeah, hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle. Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
Pika-Pee!
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Okay, I guess we're gonna just not look further into why the Corviknight was freaking
Great
out.
work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Pika-Pee!
I can't say enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokemon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Yo, the chief of PPB's
Thank you,
got
Mayor Myers.
quite the
I'm
chest
honored.
hair.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Oh, I gets to go in his little hat!
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika-Pee!
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up that great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon.
Yay! And that's it. That's Detective Pikachu. We did it. That's the game. Credits. What'd you guys think? Oh no.
Tim, I was so proud of you today.
That's my mom.
You're amazing, Tim.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was
Down
the Eevee
6 to go.
abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Rhine Tower standoff case, too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Are they talking about the actual
Yeah,
Detective
I thought
Pikachu
that
movie?
was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
Oh my god, they are!
I have no idea. The movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
They're talking about the actual
Yeah,
movie!
I guess.
That's funny.
Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
Pika-Pee.
I see.
Funny,
Whoa,
fun,
whoa. What's with all the staring?
Yeah, don't get any funny ideas here.
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow.
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Okay, enough with the staring. What the heck?
Hey,
These are old case notes. All the stuff you told me to keep a record of. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from the past cases, you know. Show me what you got there. Oh ho, the R case. That takes me back. This is the first case we partnered up on. R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It's created from Mewtwo cells. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and it would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. And now I still can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Same! That was one tough nut to crack, but we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo cells and the remaining vials of R, confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, final confrontation with that guy, managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your. How were you able to pull that off? It's me. I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. That's also when I realized I couldn't use any of my moves. Maybe the pressure of that intense situation is how you were able to use that move. Could be. It's a possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. Poor little Pika-Pee. Oh, look at his little bed. It's so cute. These are the medals we received. They're proof of all the good we've done. We've done with our great detective work. Let's keep it up, Tim.
Yep.
Alright, yo, back off. Leave Pikachu alone. This is your first time in Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Uh-huh, so busy and fun, I'm glad I came. That Corviknight surprised me, though. Glad you and Mom are okay.
Right.
I'm glad you're safe and doing well, Tim, but you hardly ever call. I know no news is supposed to be good news, but you take that a bit too far. Sorry, Mom.
Well...
I haven't been to Rhyme City in quite some time now. Not since I last saw your father. Gosh, I guess it's been about 2 years then?
Speaking of which...
Are you getting enough to eat? Yeah, stopping by the Hi Hat Cafe for breakfast is part of my daily routine. The Hi Hat Cafe? Pikachu's favorite spot. So close to now that we've moved, I've been going there pretty much every morning. Maybe I should make you some, well, for tomorrow night. Then, it's been a while. You miss my cooking, don't you? Of course, thanks, Mom. Looking forward to it. Cute! Beginning up your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. Breaking news? What's going on?
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokémon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokémon. Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokémon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Could be.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you? You're just like your father, talking to Pokémon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Signing off kind of noggin, yeah. The day after the award ceremony. I keep waiting for like an actual explosion and then like zombies to come out. But I know that's not this type of game. Oh my god!
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a
Oh,
house they
dude,
like,
perfect
they scatter
reference.
cotton everywhere.
I'm not familiar.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
They're so cute! But, hi!
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Frank Holiday. Rhyme City Police Inspector.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Dennis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
Oh no, Pikachu, you need your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go, Pikachu. Again, different game. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. So if you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear what Pikachu has to say.
Tim.
Oh, it's so cute though.
Look, I know we need to hurry, but would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance...
Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me.
Okay.
Oh, but Holiday's waiting. We better go join him.
Whoa!
Much as I hate to admit it, we don't have time to drink coffee right now. I wanted to help you, bud. I was trying to help you. Ooh, there's a Hariyama back there, and a Poliwrath. Pikachu. Poor Pikachu.
Tim!
Appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way, the crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead. Okay, take your time. Oh. This menu items use all sorts of different berries. So many choices, they could cater to any Pokemon tastes. To the scene of the crime! And their videos with pounding fist bumping the camera, noggin, and the head button. And the Sia. Oh, okay. So a little fist pump and then a headbutt, and then they say bye. That's cute.
Well, if it isn't the great detectives.
Oh no. Brad McMaster, Rhyme City Police Lieutenant. Patrick, dedicated to law and order. Dun dun bum 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 bum. Poliwrath is my favorite angry swirl boy. Aw, well I didn't know that. I didn't know that Poliwrath was your favorite Pokemon, or is that just your favorite angry swirl boy? Been a while, Brad. I see you're on the case too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you. Yep, he's still a jerk. He's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up. And heck, that's no funny business. Yeesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. Hashtag Team Squirtle. Hashtag Team Crobat. Crobat over here. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Excuse my allergy. A little stuffy. Pokemon, but I'm not super up on anything. Question. That's okay. As long as you got one that you really like, then that's great. Or you could like them all. That's good too. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity. Make sure you don't do anything to offend. Oh, don't get in the way of our investigation. Just gotta get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. Oh, that's a painting of Ho-Oh. That's cool. Oh, there's a Growlithe. Oh, and a Lugia. Oh, Squirtle's my favorite was my very first Pokemon card back in the day. Oh, your first Pokemon card too. That's cool. All right, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. I go to the left. The name of this painting is Golden Sunrise, and it depicts a Pokemon that has spoken of legends. They say it brings eternal happiness, and that its wings shine like with rainbow-colored light. Rainbow-colored light, huh? The painting sure is beautiful, but I bet the real thing is even more breathtaking.
Manic.
Hey, I have a couple of questions to ask. Got a moment? Manic. Don't want to waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's Manectric. Cinemacaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in this room. Okay. Cinemacaster is currently... Okay.
Excuse me?
Guess it would be too much to ask us to join in, right? I'm afraid we can't even allow the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol, you understand. Alright, Pikachu! Keep up! Keep up, Pikachu! Keep up! Keep up, Pikachu!
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
I'm Chief Dennis, jeweler. You go left 3 times, you're going right, right? Exactly! Aww. Why are you so sad, Growlithe? My name is Chief Dennis, I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlithe. Growl. Detective, Tim, and this is my partner, Pika-P. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
Precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. Called the Aurora Drop. It's a very rare jewel indeed. Aurora Drop. What a mysterious name. Magical even. Thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Okay. Write that down. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor, and yet, something sticking out to you is odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Ooh! Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into it. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. That's how it precisely got its name. The Aurora Drop has been subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even amongst us jewelers, for the longest time, we called it the Jewel of Legend. Oh, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess no, it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? Kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both of the storage room door and the reinforced case. Yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. What's keeping someone else from getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe's a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. Please think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is a thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. Worked in this home for years and has always served us well. Certain that he'd never steal from me. I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it. The real culprit is still at large. That's right, someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. And so, that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. Finding the Aurora Drop and clearing Barnes' those are the 2 things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I could count on. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Police must have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable. Thank you, Tim. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. It was the gardener? I wanted to question the Growlithe. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. The writers for the detective journal swear by it. Detective journal? That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yep, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? Getting to that. First, open up your notebook. Ooh! How is the jewel stolen? Sanjeev Dennis' jewel has apparently been stolen, but how did the culprit steal it? Investigate the scene of the crime on the second floor for clues. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during investigation on the page below. Stolen jewel. The Aurora drop is Mr. Dennis' prized jewel. Someone has stolen it. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence to begin deducing, option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answer to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using this notebook is the best approach. So Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence and figure out how the jewel is stolen. To do that, we first investigate the scene of the crime. That's right! Let's go check out the jewel storage room. So hacking key. I love it. I'm guessing the police justification is the butler was nearby and a person of color. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see what the butler looks like. Growl. It's Dennis's partner Growler. She sure doesn't look happy. Growl. Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Oh yeah, she's still probably like sensitive to her. So we'll leave her alone. And then we go upstairs! Pikachu! Woo! Feathers! Feathers!
Oh!
Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here? Think it has anything to do with the case? Look at this. One of the feathers is darker than the others. You're right, the other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about that is nagging me. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. This room is currently being searched by the police. Okay. I searched this one. This is the jewel storage room, the scene of the crime. Okay. Jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holiday has already filled me in. Please go ahead and right ahead. Thank you. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out, Sirius. Appreciate you. Love you, buddy. Have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your Tuesday. I hope you have a great rest of your week if I don't see you. Hopefully I see you soon, though. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. What is it, Pikachu? I checked out the door, but there are no signs of 4th century. Then we could be fairly certain that the thief used the key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look.
Whoa!
What a beautiful jewel. So clear and sparkly, absolutely brilliant. Green jewel. Fresh green color reminds me of the forest, just looking at its color. One blue jewel. Deep blue, like the ocean. It has some kind of magical feel to it. Red jewel. I haven't read boiling. I wonder if those are if that's a fire stone, water stone, like a leaf stone, and then like a thunder stone. No, that's like just a regular diamond. Ooh, we got another blue feather inside here. Area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. All right, don't let any details slip past you, Tim. Investigate time. Let's see. Where should we look first? What do you see, Pikachu? There's a feather inside here. Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in the... Maybe it's from the Pokemon that lives in the main. Let's look at it later. So we got blue feather. There's some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. Cotton in the jewel storage room. Put a bunch. What's a bunch of cotton? That looks like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut Yeah, it looks really clean cut. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt any human could. This is the only case that's damaged. Must be where they had kept the Aurora drop. Edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice this cleanly from such sturdy jewel case? Jewel case is still locked. Hi, Maz. Come on. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room. Wonder who has the key.
Right.
Covered everything I was wondering about. Any other spots you want to check? Let's go over this. Anything else in this little spot here? No? Base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor. Moving the base doesn't seem to look possible. Okay, good to know. Woo! Excuse me. How about your butt, Pikachu?
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
I'm sorry, Pikachu, but your tail's so cute.
Hey, Tim.
No.
Check it out. Looks good, huh? Disguises are a key part of detective work, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Now quit goofing off and investigate.
Tim, you don't deserve this Pikachu.
He clearly doesn't appreciate my art.
I appreciate
Perhaps I need
it.
to give him a little more training.
Alright, I think we got it. I think we're good.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay, let's start. Great.
Okay, time to begin deduking.
Okay.
You've probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, eh? All right, let's see. Let's select by begin deduking in your case notebook. Begin deduking.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories. Which do you think is right? The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. The culprit may have used the key to unlock the jewel case, then stole the Aurora drop. The culprit cut the case, opened the case, and stole the jewel. The culprit actually hasn't stolen the jewel yet. May have not taken the Aurora drop out of the jewel storage room. Instead, they may have hidden it among the cotton fluffs scattered around the room. Well, I think it's that one.
Okay.
What we've seen of the crime, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right. We saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how that case was sliced open. But at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we made our first step forward.
Okay.
Understand how to use a case notebook now? Yep. Once I've gotten some evidence, I'll start deducting. Feel free to start deducting whenever you feel like it. Nice. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. It's certain that the culprit sliced open the case, took the jewel from the inside. There's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah, Tim. Think, Tim. What's so strange about the way the crime was committed? The door wasn't locked. Jewel... Yes, the glass was cut, but the door wasn't.
Oh.
The door to the storage room was opened with a key, but the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right, so it means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he'd still be a question. Need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right, after we wrap up here, let's go ask him. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't stand just waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit is the storage room key to gain entry. We believe that blah 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 blah. We believe then they cut the jewel. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We believe they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drop. Is that so? I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I know Barnes a very long time, but I still won't give him this key. This doesn't help Barnes' case. Security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key itself. Valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear that I can help. The Aurora Drop is meant to become a symbol of the revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you. Symbol of revival? Ask Dennis about that later. Police suspect Brandon Barnes is the culprit. Begin interviewing the people and the Pokemon in the mansion. Thief cut open the case to steal the jewel. They had the key to get into the storage room. Only people who had access to the key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? He didn't think that far ahead? In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes, other people in the mansion, hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when you talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Now we've got our next few steps figured out. Let's start investigating, interviewing everyone right away. Go downstairs. I wanna talk to that Growlithe. Whoa! Got a Clefable? Who are these folks? Okay, the Growlithe still doesn't want to talk. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. What does this symbol of revival mean? During the R incidents, my jewel shop suffered a considerable damage. You were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who've been exposed to R went berserk. The rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I already had the Aurora Drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible! Guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora Drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. Thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora Drop, but why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me. That's exactly why I've decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. Thought it was about time I did mine. I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident, a symbol of Rhyme City's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. Pikachu, that's a wonderful gesture. Glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with the concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Understood, we'll do everything we can. Interesting. Somebody didn't like that it was being used as a revival. All ears for mansion gossip. Alright, Clefable. Fab! Okay. It's Clefable, Mrs. Dennis's partners, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Hey! Whoa, what gives? Don't be so rude. What's wrong? seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here?
Yes?
Okay, maybe we talk to her.
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Hello, miss. Hi, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Sorry. Hi. Sorry. Hello. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives? Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? That must mean you're Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. Sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? Police said that Barnes is behind all this, so that's matter settled. Oh man, it was you. It was you. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband, but nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner, Ducklet, was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner, Ducklet, involved in the crime. You look as though you don't believe me. What did you witness? Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. Huh? But I did witness some irrefutable, such a big word, proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. Bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. I did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. So no, it wasn't. The ones around the window definitely were Ducklets, but the darker one wasn't Ducklet. In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound, do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't. The storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? Suppose she must have broken something in the end. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. That proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? Pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is metallic sound and the sight of a flying blue perp. Pretty flimsy, if you ask me. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitely prove that Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever is and get that jewel back! Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us. Oh, poor Pikachu.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting, especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much? I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev, even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. The lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. Yo, why did you get married? You sound awful. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. Do you think that's why she's so sure he's the thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Excuse me? Mentioned earlier that she might be involved in crimes. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yep, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with the jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
Incredible, valuable jewel. Told me the same thing. Can comprehend how valuable it is. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. Understands the true value of that jewel after getting his hands on something so precious. Why would he? Oh my! You're making it sound like it was you. Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. I don't like her. Alright, who are you?
Hello there, Detective Tim.
Hello there!
Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Newest staff member of the Dennis residence. Okay. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said. The names... Wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry, my name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff. It's in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if you really don't have to be so formal with us. Oh, thanks. That's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to being talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. Wait. Felt like something crawling on the back of my neck. Felt weird. Whatever. My main duties are taking care of Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. Really sorry for taking up more of your time. Sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant not complaining or anything. Just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Oh, this is the guy that got injured. Not the thief. Please tell us more about that, Mr. Sure, no problem. Where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. Made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the gardening when it happened. Saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. So I recall I wondered where she was going. Usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I know, I was lying on the sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. A red Pokemon. I know what kind it was. Really not sure. It all happened so sorry that happened to you. Glad you weren't seriously hurt. The doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal them. Possibly the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the punch out Turner. Tim, how do you think you've heard Turner's story? What do you need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window and the red Pokemon too. Yep, got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Fortunately, that's all I saw. Let's see. Think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit. Nothing in particular comes to mind. I mean, Dennis is such a nice person. Never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. Now, I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. I don't think Barnes is responsible. I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him, but honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker with his experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
You know anything about the stolen jewel? Never seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments with Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that point, fighting about it almost nightly. Every night must be a point of contention. I guess Mrs. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. The Aurora Drops are driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Now then, Mr. Barnes, we'll thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. So the police finished questioning Mr. Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. There he is. Brandon Barnes, butler of the Dennis. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, I'm Mr. Barnes. Right, Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis was hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. That's so. My apologies. I am Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like to speak to me about first?
Yes.
Time of the incident. I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. That means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. See the thief or their partner Pokemon? Nothing like that. Barnes ran up the stairs. I think he waited to. If he didn't see anyone, they have escaped Could they have escaped from the second floor? Check the storage room. Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora drop was on. Then contacted Mr. Dennis right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at that time? Unfortunately, it was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what motion was. Only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in the mansion might know, might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? A clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Steal it himself? Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from me. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances, but I would never do something so senseless. That, like, also called Mr. Dennis and the police. Police confirms the only those two have access to it. Where's your Ducklet? Yes. My dear partner Pokemon. Look at this photo. Oh! So cute! Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. Not all, she's also incredibly clever and helps work. Terribly sorry, I tend to be out of a terror with skirt. Talk about my Ducklet. Mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans for the local cafe. She buys coffee beans. Nice! There's a place called Hi Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's her go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hi Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City elites have such refined tastes. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Any idea where Ducklet might be? No. Feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's. Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers. It's the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm worried. So worried that I can hardly think straight. Of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis' collection, he considers the Aurora drop to be the most precious. He worked so hard to get it. Statistical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis' career as a jeweler. Nothing but swift retribution. Barnes is really passionate guy, isn't he? Tim, find the Aurora drop, I beg you. They were on the case. Okay.
Well...
Really not surprised this police suspect him. Only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incidents, remember? Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. Leave the rest to me. Let's go question them, Tim.
Tim.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Yo, main Ectric! Working hard? Hey! What did I ever do to you?
You insist, but I have no intention of sharing confidential information with you.
Excuse me?
Is the storage room key the reason the police suspect Barnes? Oh, so you know that much already? Well, no point in saying it. The only two people who can access the key are the homeowner and his butler, Mrs. Dennis and Mr. Barnes. They went from a child puzzle to a real investigation pretty fast. Yeah, you know, the child puzzle was like absolutely super basic tutorial and like how this is gonna work, and then it's like, all right, we got an actual case here going. I'm glad actually the tutorial was super quick. That was a really fast tutorial. Not only that, there were Ducklet feathers at the crime scene. Partners Ducklet. Fly off with the jewel. No decisive evidence. Flew the coop. Then we'll get to okay. If following any leads than Barnes. Collect statements from every last person in his house. Do you mind if we ask what your impression is of them? Suppose I could tell you that much. Mr. Dennis seemed rather shaken by Barnes falling under suspicion, and his wife Claudia is reacting quite impetuously. A big word. She's been approaching us repeatedly to demand that we hurry up and wrap up our investigation. One of their staff members, Turner, has been cooperative with our investigation. He told us a lot about everything that happened up until he lost consciousness. I was told that's all I could say for now. Thank you. All right, Brad. Thank you for at least, being a bro for this part. Interviewing the Pokemon around here might help us paint a clear picture of what went down. Let's do that. Panic. No need to glare like this, Manectric. Calm down already. We're not going to get in the way of your police work. He's committed to the job. True, but keeping watch, so if anyone tried to hide some evidence, he'd spot it right away. I guess he's helpful in that way, but... Manek! I just wish he'd dial back his aggression towards me. Oh.
I see.
Guessing he told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes is following your suspicion. Seems that way. My position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we gathered, but if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you'll get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. Right, we should try to gather on intel. Told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Circumstantial evidence seems to point in his direction. Doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He didn't appear to bear any ill will towards Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. For now, can't say anything with that certainty. Understood. Hey, about my dad? No, it's nothing to do with the current case, but you want to ask me about Harry? Yeah, do the police have any new leads on my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim, but we haven't made any developments on that front. Oh well, thanks anyway. Still understand it myself. Harry was working on the R case when he went missing, so it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you'd find Harry too. The case has been closed, and we still haven't had a single clue. Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look how far we've come in 2 years. Live in the city. Such a great detective that mayor himself recognized you with an award. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. Let's forget about that one. Let's go talk to him. Alright, Clefable, are you gonna be... Maybe if we get the trust of the Growlithe? Hey, Growl, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we asked you some questions? Growl? We're here to catch the thief. We need your help to do that. Go. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help, Sanji? Thanks. Growlithe's nickname for Dennis. I can tell. Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev, Dennis. So I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with questions? How are you, Growlithe? Growl. Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. I already knew that the key to George's storeroom was around your neck. Go! It's important to Dennis, so guarding it important to you. Makes sense. Go, go! God of War, God of War? Whoa! You're a God of War fan? She says that she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. Go. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened. You really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, two of us are going to crack the case.
Well...
Remember anything about the time of the incident? How? You don't know because you were napping. Oh. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? I've been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? Gow, gow. Woke up when Barnes got home. That would have been right before all the... When you woke up, your precious key was gone. Tell you're upset. Gow. We'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if it's up. Oh man, is it Turner? He said he was doing the food, but then he got knocked out by a Pokemon. Growlithe is a PSP game fan? Oh yeah, she loves the Chains of Olympus and the Rise of Deimos or Fall of Deimos, I forget what it was. The two PSP games. She says Barnes is a kind of and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. Gow gow. Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as the likely culprit. There isn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes is innocent. Only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Hey! What, you think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Faye. Yes, really, come on, you can trust us. Faye. Help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. Fei Fei. So you're willing to talk to us? Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried about you do something bad to Mrs. Dennis.
Hey.
Alright, Clefable, do you have a job here at the mansion? Fei. No job per se unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Fei! Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Fei. Uh-huh. So Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. She sounds like a bad person. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing? Get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Actually pretty nice. Clefable is really important to Mrs. Dennis. Damn, so she like acts like this because she thinks she probably has to be so elitist, but then like hates the way she acts? This got deep. Or I'm reading too much into it. Did anything strange happen today? Hey. Fable saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Huh. Okay. Fei. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him all right? Fei. Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. Hey. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Fei. Clefable was dozing near the front door this morning. When Barnes got home, doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Fei. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Why did Barnes leave that out of his testimony? That's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor. Huh.
Okay, let's start deducing. Great.
Hold on.
Yes.
All right.
Here I am! You called for me? Huh? It's nothing? Oh, you just felt like calling my name?
Yeah. I love you, Pikachu! Okay. Only certain people have access to Growlithe key. The only people could have taken the key to the jewel storage room from around Growlithe's neck were Mr. Dennis and Mr. Dennis and Barnes have known each other for a long time. Mr. Dennis and Barnes have known each other for a long time. Barnes has worked at the mansion since Mr. Dennis was a child. Is Barnes the culprit? So this is what we're trying to answer right here. So we can start deducting here. All right, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we've heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we've gathered and see what we come up with. Barnes doesn't seem like he would betray Mr. Dennis. Would Barnes really betray Mr. Dennis? They've known each other for a long time, and Mr. Dennis trusts Barnes implicitly. Barnes may be the culprit. He had access to the key. Barnes is the only one aside from Mr. Dennis who had access to the jewel storage room, so he must be the culprit. Barnes may not be the culprit. He returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. When Barnes returned to the mansion, both he and Clefable heard Larry Turner cry out, so it's highly unlikely Barnes committed the crime. That one.
Okay.
Yeah. We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. Growlithe said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. Not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one will believe us. It looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Okay, but Barnes has an alibi. Next, how can we prove his innocence? Pokemon testimonies alone are not enough to prove Barnes' innocence. Look for stronger evidence. We can't lift suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. Where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. At times like this, best to try investigating other leads. Might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. The red Pokemon that entered the mansion is clearly involved in this incident somehow. Look for that Pokemon in Rhyme City. Close to the truth of the case, we've got no choice but to find that Pokemon that the witness saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. Makes sense to think that, but so no such human was seen by the witness. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that Pokemon. I'm sure we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. Where did Ducklet go? Ducklet is nowhere to be found at Desmond's residence. Find out where she went. It seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit, but then why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? It seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her. Huh. That's the thing. It's like, why weren't they together? Where should we go? Should we go after Ducklet or search for the red Pokemon? You're unsure. Why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we'd have a better lead to go on for that than the red Pokemon. Alright, we did hear that Ducklet was supposed to go buy coffee for beans today. I'll bet you she went to the High Hack Cafe. Right? Yep, that's what I thought. We were gonna have to go to the cafe first. Let's go do that. Okay, bye! This case just got busted wide open. Huh? You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Uh-oh. Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. That has anything to do with our case, but it's not hard to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us great city detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have the time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. Local concerns. During your investigation, people and Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people and Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to the list. You can check this at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipup's gone missing. Oh no, what happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipup must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up, he took off like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, and now I'm exhausted. That police officer won't look into it me either. I don't know what to do. We can't just ignore this. That's right, helping Pokemon people is a detective's job. Finding lost Pokemon even more so. We'd like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon. Really? That would be a huge help. Can you think of anywhere your Lillipup might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty thoroughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also, my Lillipup likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipup. If we see a Lillipup during our investigation, we should talk to it. Okay. Bam. Local concerns. Oh, it's the Pidovs from earlier. Oh, they're so cute. They forgot the whole thing? They're known for their forgetfulness. Yeah, so why was a bunch of Whimsicott fluff up at the scene of the crime? You guys like jazz? Oh, hell yeah. Da-da-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bow. Da-da-da-bow. Something shiny in the fountain? Could be. Aww! Little jump scarer. Hi, Inkay. I knew I saw something. Is that what's the Pokemon? That's an Inkay, Tim. It lights up its spots when it communicates with friends. Never figured it would use those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank. Definitely surprised me. Inkay, Inkay. Hey, Inkay, maybe go easy on the jump scares, okay? That's so cute.
Whoa!
Okay, I know. but I wanted to see if there was a reason to go that way.
Oh, Tim!
Hello there.
What a coincidence running into it here. I'm surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Right. You said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? She's just a classmate. Or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you about talking about actually having fun with people. Oh, well, anyway. Who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Pika-P! Hey, Jessica. Have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to your Pikachu just now? No way! No need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Oh, yeah, sure.
You and Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Hardly working.
Yeah, you're actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Sure. I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me? No way. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Akumi? Does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have the front row seat to the great detective in action. It feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. All right. Get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim. Quiet you. Pika-P.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have
There's a
no
poltergeist
idea what
back
that meant
there.
to me.
It's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
I see news about your accomplishments on the TV all the time. You're quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't go that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we've met up like this. About 2 years, I think. We've both been so busy lately. There hasn't been time to get together. Had no idea you'd become great friends with the famous great detective. Are you surprised? Yeah, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. If you're ever in the area, stop by. I'll treat you to this awesome pizza. Oh man, pizza sounds great. Alright, did you hear that, Tim? Let's go sometime. Pizza place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Sounds great. I'd love to go. I'll take you up on that offer. Be waiting. Tim, there's actually something I want to talk to you about. What's up? Well, it's something about going on at home. Serious. Not sure how much help I'll be, but you can always talk to me. I don't want to waste your time, though. Don't worry about it. I'm working right now, but we could meet up tonight if you're free. Sure, that works, thank you, Tim. Okay, thank you. Then how about you stop by my apartment later this evening? Not bad, Tim. But aren't we supposed to have dinner with your family tonight? Yeah, but this sounds serious. I can't just brush her off. The least I can do is hear her out for a little bit. Fair enough. I'm sure your family will understand.
Tim.
Yeah,
Hey,
Pika-P?
Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
I love you, Pikachu. Don't stop bouncing. If Sproing stops bouncing, it dies. Don't stop bouncing, please.
Let me see. Well?
Oh, I want Pikachu to play an instrument so bad. Ludicolo!
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan, owner of the Hi Hat Cafe. Tearful Cafe assistant manager. Tim's in college and he's not blowing off family dinner for a cute girl? Strange. Look like she's in a great mood as always. Do you think she might know something? Might, we can ask.
Luda?
Luda! You say you've got an ear for rock now, just jazz? Luda! Apparently Apollo Toad and his friends put on concerts here at night. That's awesome. You love that music, so that's how you went from jazzist to a rocker? I'd love to hear Apollo Toad's concert sometime. Me too. Have you seen a ducklet recently? Luda! He says ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that off, apparently. Luda! Oh, and you sometimes see ducklet at Serenity Park. Luda! See, so the pond water there is good for your fur. Meet ducklet there sometimes when you go to bay. Nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. That's so cute. I guess water-type Pokemon getting along swimmingly with each other. Nice pun, man. Nice. Looks like Pablo's got some new coffee beans. Maybe tonight I'll come back to try some out myself. Which means I'll be paying your tab as always. Don't go overboard, okay? Don't cry. Which with flavor and fortune. Mail. Oh, it's a milcery. Pablo, got a new customer? Oh, you mean this milcery? No, it's just new started living here, in fact. Wonder what sort of place it's from. Mill. Whoa, hold on. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. Can't just add cream without asking. Mill. I prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, and it smells great. I'll give it a try next time. Mill.
Yes.
No, I didn't mean to talk to you. No, I didn't mean to talk to you.
Hey.
Something happened today. I noticed you weren't here this morning. Got caught up with a new case. Sounds rough. Mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go right ahead. About the cafe. Must be really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Yeah, it feels like things are finally getting back to normal. No, Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. Hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? Me? I'm a paid customer. Once you pick up my tab. Gotta go walk the dog and CS2. Bye-bye. Good luck with CS2. I've been hearing that the servers and cheaters are pretty bad. But good luck. Have a good one, Jaybird. Enjoy your dogs. Pet them for me. Give them scritches. Get them dubs. Not at all the cafe way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. The Hi-Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Hey.
The butler from Dennis's mansion. Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Barnes is a regular customer. Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we've got plenty to talk about. Apparently he's been really stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. Oh, why has he been stressed? Why is he stressed? Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a personal customer's personal matter. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Barnes' sake. Ah, so this is for the case, eh? Then I guess I'd better tell you. He was worried about the jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Rhyme City. Apparently the Dennises had a different opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of an argument. Okay, that is stressful. I remember him saying that he wished there was no jewel in the first place. Oh no. It was Ducklet. It had to have been Ducklet. I heard the mistaken VAC bans on CS2 have been real bad too. Yes! Like, the Valve anti-cheat bans and Counter-Strike 2, like, just overall, it's been bad for Counter-Strike 2. Apparently it's like the worst rated Valve game of all time. Do you know the Ducklet that lives at the Dennis residence? Yeah, I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. Really clever little Pokemon, just like Barnes said. She always comes in with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple of minutes ago. Couple of minutes ago? Really?
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh, it's time to deduke? What are we deduking? Where did Ducklet go? Oh, yes. Okay, we can deduke here.
Okay.
Did you figure out where Ducklet went after she left the mansion? Let's piece together the information we gathered. She went to the Hi-Hat Cafe. The most likely reason Ducklet isn't at the mansion is because she went out to buy coffee beans from the Hi-Hat Cafe. She actually still at residence. It only looks like Ducklet isn't at the mansion. She's been with her this whole time. Huh. Can I start deducting where this is? Because it sounds like she might be in the park.
Okay.
But if she just came here a few minutes ago, then then yeah, I guess we can go with
Okay.
this. Didn't Ducklet go to the High Half Cafe to buy coffee beans? Yeah, apparently she goes there on a regular basis to buy them. Today was one of those days. Pablo said that she handed Ducklet her usual order of coffee beans. So I guess Ducklet headed back to the mansion. She might be back there already. Bam-ba-dam. Worst Valve game is saying something. Half-Life Opposing Force and Blue Shift weren't exactly great.
Okay.
Let's head back to the mansion and search for Ducklet. Good idea! Okay, bye. I want to go to the park, though. The Serenity Park sounds like the Ducklet might have gone there, too.
Indeed.
Hariyama's facing off with against Polyrath again. Why does he act a lot like this? He's usually so gentle. Something wrong? My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he contests it against someone else's. Since Polyrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers its rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Guess we better avoid that alley for now. Why? Rat. Oh, yeah. Polyrath and Hariyama, they're squaring off. You can cut the tension with a knife. It looks like a fight you could break out in any second. We should probably avoid this alley so we don't accidentally set them off. Okay. Let's go away from generic punch noises. What's wrong with this kid? What's wrong with this kid? What's wrong with you? Sorry to bother you, but does everything okay? You look unhappy about something. Oh, you're the Detective Pikachu I saw on TV. Awesome, a detective is just what I needed. Can you tell us what's bothering you? Well, when we've got a match coming up against the Tanti Park Soccer Club. Didn't know Totney's Park even had a soccer club. One of their members has a Scrafty as their partner, and they're so good, so I'm worried we're gonna lose. I want a partner Pokemon I can play with too. I can't find any Pokemon that are good at soccer. Gotcha. Sounds like we'll better search for a Pokemon with good footwork. Can you think of any Pokemon that could play soccer really well, Mr. None immediately spring to mind, but I'll be sure to tell you if I find one. Thanks, Mr. Detective. I'm sure we could find a Pokemon that likes playing soccer. There's got to be one around here somewhere in New York City. Okay, find a soccer-playing Pokemon for this little boy. Trubbish?
Trub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
That was interesting. Trubbish, why are you running? It's not here. It's hiding something. Well, no point in hanging around here. Let's go interview somewhere else. Yeah, but there's the Trubbish. Trubbish could have seen something. The Lillipup! We found the Lillipup! Oh, hey there, little guy. Oh, man, if we found the Hitmonlee, yeah, the kickboxing one, Hitmonlee would be great. Pikachu, isn't this? Yeah, it's Lillipup. It may be indeed the partner of that woman we met in front of the Deserters. Hey there, Lillipup. What are you doing all the way over here? Pup. I see. Apparently he was having so much fun running around that he wasn't paying attention to where he was going. Next thing you know, he was here. It's like the woman said earlier. Says he misses his partner. Okay, we're gonna tell her to and bring her here to you, Lillipup. Oh, thank gosh, I don't have to actually do that. Pup! Thank you so much for finding my dear Lillipup, Detective. You're welcome. Glad we could help. Lil! Ran away because you weren't getting enough playtime, didn't you? Lil! Alright then, we can play together as much as you like today. Pup! That's a good owner. Guess that's settled. It was nice to see them both so happy. We did it! But it doesn't look like there's anything else around here that we could go off of. Interesting. Anything? Alright, Pikachu, come on! So sorry, I'm like sprinting so much, Pikachu. Gotta keep up! Gotta keep up, Pika-P! Alright, so there's a Greedent here. I think you're a Scrovent? Watchdog. Oh. Oh, so you might have seen something. Watchdog's hobby is observed things. No, I think the Squoven is the the first form of the Greedent back there. That's what I was thinking of. In that case, maybe it's seen something useful. Can't hurt to ask. You never got bored in the city because there's so many different people in Pokemon to watch? Must be fun having eyes like yours, especially since they let you see in the dark. What, really? Jog, what's it saying? You gotta tell me too! Right, sorry. It says that it saw a Ducklet pass by here. She passed by here, she was probably on her way to the cafe after all. There's so many red Pokemon you don't know which one we mean. Good point. Do we know anything else about it? Let's see. You know it's a Pokemon that could use a move to slice clean through hard objects, that it could easily knock down a human with a punch. You haven't seen any Pokemon like that around here? Alright then. Great job, Mark Cactus. Your dancing move is so cute. From the top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Araka Maraka. That's so cute. Okay, looks like that's good. I think we got anything else around here. Auto summoning a quest target and fully cutting out half the fetch quest is a major plus. Heck yeah. Shout out to this kids game for doing that for us and not padding it out. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Uh-oh. Something happened, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now, but when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion. You know where she ran off to? Fortunately, I do not. I don't have any resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call in the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. Oh man, this case is going all the way to the top. Well, Brad and Manectric are gone. Still, we have no idea where Ducklet could have gone off to. Where would we have even start looking? Now what? Should we put the search for Ducklet on hold and look for the red Pokemon instead? Sure, that's better than just spinning our wheels. There are still places we haven't looked. Let's check them out. I'll catch her next time. Sure you will. Whimsy and Kakot, what are they talking about? They're saying that no matter how many times they visit the city, it's always bustling and full of fun. Suppose they witness anything? We can certainly ask. You ride on the seasonal winds to take you all over the world. The city is live and livelier than usual whenever the Whimsicott arrive. Soon you'll be leaving the city to travel somewhere else. Come here every soon so you'll see some different Pokemon. Happy to hear that. Oh, the Whimsicott say it's theirs. Okay. We actually found this in Mr. Dennis's mansion. I don't suppose you've been in there. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Come on, you gotta remember at least that much. Oh, this one does remember. What did it say? It thinks it remembers going into the mansion while playing with its friends. It thinks so? So it's not a very clear answer.
Hey.
Said you might have been in the mansion, but how'd you get inside? Whim. Went through the window with your friends. Why would you do that? You remember anything about after eating breakfast this morning? What does that mean? It's all stemming back to the food. Some human you don't know asked you to do it. What was the stranger like? You don't remember because it's someone you'd never seen before. Now look here, you might be an accessory to theft. Huh? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Think the Whimsicott may have been unknowingly involved in the crime? If they were, they're blissfully ignorant to it. After all, that playing pranks is kind of their whole deal. It complicates things.
Hey.
Have you two seen any red Pokemon? Cut. Ponyard is red, and you've recently become friends with one. Aren't? It's a Pokemon with blades all over its body, and it's true that Ponyard's pretty red. Cut. Often run into Ponyard at the Terrace Serenity Park. Windy days you play with Ponyard, get up and flying it around. They said they like to fly Ponyard all the way here from Serenity Park. Oh man, we really gotta go to this park. Maybe if we can find Ponyard there. Do you remember when you last played with Ponyard? Whimsy? Lately you've been playing together every day, even today? In that case, we might be able to find it there now. Whimsy. If we go meet Ponyard, we should be careful about how we treat its favorite rock. It has a favorite rock? Whim. Apparently there's a rock at the terrace that Poniard really cares about. One time they accidentally stepped on it and Poniard got mad. Real mad. Step. I don't suppose they've seen Ducklet around, have they? Whim? Whimsy! Whim Whim! Okay, I get it. You didn't see her. Whimsy! If they didn't see her, I wonder where she went. Apparently it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went into the mansion, so it's probably the fastest way to just go meet it and ask. Whimsicott said they often meet up with Poniard in Serenity Park, right? Right. Searching there might be our best bet finding it. No time like the present, Tim. Let's head over there. Is it this way? Is it this way? Yes, it is. This place is huge! That's Serenity Park for you. Whimsicott Poniard hangs out here. Terrace is usual meetup spots. Shall we go look? Map of Serenity Park. This place is huge. Terrace is on the other side. Okay. Come on, Lickitung stopped again. She keeps getting distracted. What's wrong, Lickitung? Licked every flower life has to offer. Aw. Lick, lick. What a long tongue. What'd that tongue do? Someone seems to have planted a tree right in the middle of the path. Such an inconvenience. That's a pseudo-wudo lady. A score bunny!
Raboot.
Yes, but it evolves into a score bunny. You'll want to play soccer with the kid. Rabu, you're just about to do some dribbling practice by yourself? Dribbling practice? Raboot are really good at kind of footwork they're always practicing. In that case, Raboot might be willing to join at some soccer games. You're right. And this one says it's got some really impressive techniques. I know a kid that would love to kick a ball around you. If you've got some time, would you be willing to play with him? Rabu! You will? Great. That's great. I'll go get him. Nice, and we don't have to go get him. We just bring him here. Bam! Those eyes. They look real fired up. This Pokemon's the coolest, Mr. Detective. Try talking to him. I'm sure he'll be willing to practice with you. Really? Hey, Raboot. Want to play soccer with me? Rabu! It nodded. Thank you, Raboot. Here, let's get this practice started. We're going to win that match for sure now. Good luck. Hope you do well. Thanks. I hope we can be friends, Raboot. Hi, Brad. That's so heckin' cute. Players don't need words to hit off when they're shares the love of the game. Even without speaking the same language, they seem to understand each other's feelings. That's another local concern solved by us. We're the greatest. Unmoving as a tree. Whoa. I was just thinking this was an odd place for a tree, but it's actually a Pokemon? Yeah, that's Sudowoodo. They have a habit of pretending to be trees. Pseudo. Practicing a tree imitation, huh? Does it have to practice right here? Seems like it'll block a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, true. Hey, Sudowoodo, if you want to practice, you should try doing it somewhere else. This location totally blows your cover. Sudowoodo? There he goes! That sir seemed to send it into a panic. Guess it thought it was blending in perfectly.
Sorry?
There's a fountain the Pokemon drink from. Loves the water here. Whee! Aw, Purloin. Adorable Deceiver. Purr. This Pokemon is being awfully friendly. Alright, so now the Sudowoodo is right here, so it's chilling. That's fine. Someone must have replanted that tree in the flower bed, but when? Lady. Ah. Useless. Have some pollen puffs. So cute. Look, a Rimbombi. Rimbombi makes pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. Boom boom. Sure seems busy. Boom boom. Apparently it's making pollen puffs for its Cutifly to eat. Those little bugs have big appetites while they're growing up, so it's got to prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Just watch and try not to get in the way.
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock, scientist. What do you want, mister?
I am such a huge fan of yours.
Okay, calm down. Oh dear, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Scientist, huh? What's that? You'd like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Rhyme City's latest policies. This guy's intense. He seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Rhyme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thank you. Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag.
Excuse me?
What sort of research are you doing? Research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. That's complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. Just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what it would do for Rhyme City. It'd make life here so much more entertaining and simple. Whole city. People and Pokemon can go back and forth. I'd really make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think?
Excuse me?
What exactly do you help with, what exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can't actually propose new legislation. I can do that. Develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. Wonderful. Isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist, so I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. I can't tell you how passionate you are. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city. Alright, can I go now?
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Here, Pikachu's upset with me. I only plucked a bit of fur. The test results should be just ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created at Mayor Myers' request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital sign in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check Pokemon's health. I'd say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? Sure, sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Okay, it's ready. Now let me see. What'd it say? It's detecting caffeine? Someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working as a detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu, but these results are truly fascinating. Well, Mr. Murlock, do forgive me. He's quite alright. No problems at all. Supposedly triglycerides are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? It does seem slightly different from regular Pikachu, though. There's something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished your checkup, I think we'd better be going. Oh yeah, sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you! And he's gone. Stop sulking and let's go. High triglycerides grumble. The boys! A phalanx! They're so cute. It's the boys! What's up, boys? Thanks, Lee. Sure, a lot of amazing Pokemon around. These ones are so well coordinated. Whee! Oh, it's the lady and her Lillipup. There's some whimsy. There's some cotton over there.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here, you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Pretty sure that window is the one in front of the dual storage room. Pokemon capable of flying could go straight into the mansion from here. If our thief was getting help from Pokemon, this be the perfect vantage point. This is where Whimsicott usually meet up with Pawniard, right? What it said, but I don't see it anywhere. If it was here earlier, maybe it left some kind of sign. Pawniard are known for their blades. It's not much, but that's the only weed we got. We better get looking. It's cotton. Probably fell when the Whimsicott were playing with Pawniard. Got Whimsicotton. Got some leaves over here. Okay. Torn. Bitten, not cut. Okay, so that might not be this one. I know it's gonna be that rock, and I know as soon as we touch it, it's gonna be bad. Like, that Pawnyard's gonna be mad. That's what they said. Covered in gashes. Is something scratching at it? These gashes look like they were left by something sharp, like a blade. Down in a human would be strong enough to make clean cuts like this.
Right.
Oh, okay. The red Pokemon that entered the mansion is clearly involved in this incident somehow. Look for that Pokemon in Rhyme City. Begin deducting!
Okay.
Did you figure out the red, where the red Pokemon is? Search where the Whimsicott flew to. Pawniard and the Whimsicott apparently play together often since they flew to the dentist residence together. Might be able to find the Pawniard if we search inside the mansion. Searching at the rock, it's highly likely that the slash marks left on the rocks were made by a Pawniard. That's proof that Pawniard goes to the terrace. It's gotta be with a rock though, right? Could the Pawniard still be in the mansion? This one?
Okay.
Okay, we did find a rock covered in slashes as if it had been cut up by sharp blades. Maybe these slashes were made by Pawniard. That's definitely the rock where the Whimsicott we're talking about. So if we go to where the rock is, we might find Pawniard there. All right, let's take a look around the rock. Okay.
Well...
Can you think of any way to draw the Pawniard here? Swing near the rock, climb on the rock, wait next to the rock, climb on the rock.
Oh!
Whimsicott said the rock got angry when they stepped on the rock. You're right, good memory. Maybe Pawniard will show up if one of us climbs on it. Worth a shot, let's give it a try. The killer's still in the house. How's this? I just hope it's actually here to see this. On. What? Uh-oh. Impressive swordplay. Yo, if Turner got punched by a Pawniard, he should be dead. Bon! Okay, it's saying, "Darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is the meaning of this?" Oh man, it talks. Oh boy, it talks like old Renfair speak. "Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy." Wait, what? Wow, that's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Come on. Dear thank goodness, it said it'll forgive us, but just this once. Come on. You want to know why we were looking for you? Fair enough. We've got some questions we'd like to ask you. Go ahead talking to us. Hold on. It says it'll talk. So you've been traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood? I'm sorry. You say your journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. On. It says that because it was born with its blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. Pawniard is proud of its blades. I bet they have razor-sharp edges. On. It says it can easily slice a rock in two. This might sound a bit strange, but haven't punched anyone recently, have you? Pawniard says it's never punched a single person or Pokemon in its life. Point. Caught something with those hands of yours. Definitely punch it. Second thought, you wind up with a different injury if you were punched by a Pawniard. Are there any other Pawniard in the city besides you? What's it saying? Apparently it's never seen any other Pawniard. We'd heard from Whimsicott saying that you went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. You're the one who went there with them. Pawniard's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott. That's so cute. That's so cute. Apparently Pawniard liked to get picked up, get flown around by Whimsicott. So you think you might have gone inside the mansion that way? You happened to cut a jewel case when we were in that mansion. So you can remember the sensation of cutting through something, but the rest is a blur. This is important, so please try to remember. It says its mind feels all foggy, but it just can't remember what was going on at the time. So it makes things difficult. Hasn't seen her. Where could the ducklet have gone? Finally managed to find out about the Pawniard. Weren't able to learn anything useful from it. Somewhat of what it's said, even contradicted testimony we gathered earlier. Maybe we could get more information if we had proof that Pawniard. Oh, Smiley, it's okay. Appreciate the lurk. We're here trying to solve the case. Asking if we're done here so we can get back to training. Finding or cutting rocks and things, sharpening skill and blades. Demonstrate for us? Good idea. It would be a great big help to see what a cut from a poniard looks like. Pawn. Says it would be happily grace us with a demonstration. I'm loving this. I love the first one on the 3DS, and I'm loving...
Awesome.
I just love how cute this is. This clean slice and the metallic sound Poniard's blade made when it made contact. It all matches what we know of the scene of the crime. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Poniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Poniard remembers clearly. What's up with that? Can't imagine the Pokemon lying. Their behavior is pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason. Looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere? Then how are we going to find her? Okay. How can we find Ducklet? Search for Ducklet appears to have gone cold. She could have prepared important testimony to share. Consider the clues at the scene of the crime to deduce how to find her. I think Ducklet's our only good lead now. I guess we need to keep asking her. I don't know, maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did it, it'd be really hard for us, just the two of us, to find her. How should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? A Pokemon? Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that could help us find Ducklet. I think it'd be willing to help us though. Sure, one of the Pokemon in the dentist residence would gladly help us out. After all, theft happened in their own home. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask if there are Pokemon for help. I would think... Yeah, what's up?
So, your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Careful, Pikachu. Careful, dude. Alright, let's go, Pikachu! Woo! Whoa, Toucannon! Detective, seriously, it's an honor. Yes, nice to meet you. Can I help you? Or do you really not know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal on the Rhyme University campus, and I know you go to school there too. Know anything about the so-called Big Deal Tim? Not that I can think of. They call me the quiz professor. I'm actually still a student, but that's what they call me. This is my partner, Toucannon. So cute. So you're the quiz professor. That's me. Majoring in Pokemon studies. I can't resist sharing the knowledge I've learned, so I quiz all sorts of people. That explains the nickname of this quiz professor. It's definitely on the eccentric side. And a cannon. I admit, you got me there. Pikachu doing detective work is pretty eccentric too. Why don't we celebrate our meeting with a quiz? We're pretty busy working a case right now. Okay, here's the first question. In one ear, out the other. Guess it can't hurt to play along. What Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue? Pokemon in question is somewhere in this very city, so get out there and look for it. What's your tongue like, Toucannon? Mind opening up that beak of yours? Can it? Nothing extraordinary here, thanks anyway. Pokemon with a long tongue, huh? There's one nearby, it shouldn't take us too long for us to find. When you find that Pokemon in question, come tell me what it is, I'll be waiting right here. Answer correctly, and I'll even teach you some trivia about it. Okay. Do I have to go talk to the Lickitung again? Because it's the Lickitung. I think it's the Lickitung. Come on, Pikachu.
Yes.
Hey, bingo, you got it. Lickitung uses its long tongue to catch prey. According to reports, contact with the saliva causes tingling sensation as well as persistent itch. Good thing we didn't get licked. I'm feeling itchy just imagining it. Can it? Thanks for warning, Toucannon. We'll make sure that any Lickitung we keep its tongue to itself. That was the only first question. I guess it was a little too easy. You saying there's more? Of course! And here's where they get serious. Time for question number 2. What Pokemon uses its cute looks to put you off guard so it can steal from you? We have time to deal with another theft. Pokemon tries to steal from people? I think that the cute looks part is our biggest hint. Pretty sure it's not you, Toucannon. Can it? Totally okay. Tim, let's go search the area. It's clearly Corviknight. Oh, absolutely. Wait, are you talking about the long tongue part or the stealing? It stole our pen! Purloin, of course!
Yes.
I did figure out your answer. It's Purloin! It's the answer to every question. Purloin often steals things from people, and they often sometimes scratch people who try to reclaim the stolen items, so be careful of their claws. Purloin we met wasn't that rowdy, but we should probably be careful. Dude, better safe than sorry. Can it? It's asking if we agree that quizzes can actually be pretty fun. They are certainly a chance to learn more about Pokemon. Okay, let the quiz continue. Time for question number 3. Best buds always stick together. What Pokemon moves as a group? Pokemon that moves as a group, like the one that travels in herds or flocks or something? Nope, in this game the whole group counts as one Pokemon. Not even a thing? Can you give us a hint to Cannon? Cannon. That's not very spotting. This Pokemon has quite a unique appearance, so go ahead and see if you can find it. Phalanx? I think it's the Phalanx. Let's go give her the answer. No, it's Corviknight!
Yes.
Bingo, that's it. Phalanx is a very peculiar Pokemon. There are actually 6 of them working together as one. The one at the front, known as the Brass, leads the others by issuing orders. Battle, they change formation as needed and use teamwork to secure the win. Pretty interesting Pokemon. Sure, but I bet it's tough for the troopers if they've got an incompetent Brass. Can it? Yeah, sorry, I'm sure they're all actually perfectly competent. That's for today's quiz. I hope you're as enthusiastic about quizzes as post-facts as I am. I learned a lot. Glad to hear it. I'll get some new questions for you next time. Okay, please let them be easy ones. Maybe she could, wait till one aren't in the middle of something? Can it? See you, Toucannon. Yeah, take that. You solved your quiz, Puzzle Master. Come on, Pikachu! I'm getting more of the feeling that it's Turner.
Yes?
Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, but it's taken a little more time. This is absurd. We all know Barnes did it. To give it a rest, Claudia, Barnes just isn't the type of person who would go do a thing like this. Sounds like awful like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the award drop for himself. He's been play acting the perfect butler. All he's been serving is a platter of greed and deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Please calm down, both of you. Barnes Ducklet was sighted a few minutes ago. Hoping that when we find Ducklet, we'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. Where is Ducklet now? Got away. We're about to go search for her. Such incompetence. Hurry up and find her. I don't like this lady. Just the two of us. Let's find some help from another Pokemon that helps her search for Ducklet. As we can ask away. Do you have any special skills that might help us catch the thief? Says she's got a very keen nose. That could come in handy. Maybe she could track something by following its scent. That might work. Bam. I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we found the Pokemon. It's gonna be Growlithe.
Okay.
Corviknight! Corviknight can help us find Ducklet. I bet Growlithe could do that no problem. Great idea, Tim! That's me, Tim.
Okay.
Growlithe, I've got a favor to ask you. And that excellent nose of yours. I'd like your help finding Ducklet. Go? It's possible that Ducklet isn't somehow mixed up in this incident. She might even know who stole the key from you. Really need your help to solve this case. Go! Really, you've been wanting to help Dennis too? Go, go. Great. Then thank you, Growlithe. Go! Hop, 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 hop. You want me to ride you on your back? So you can take me wherever the scent leads you? Oh my god. What do you think, Tim? You want us to track the scent run right away? Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, this is so cute!
Okay, let's do this.
Oh wait. Pikachu Small.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec?
All right. Let's go.
So cute! This is the first time I've ever given someone a ride. She says this is the first time she's ever given someone a ride. Why did you just repeat what I said? Oh, whoops. When it's just you and me talking, I guess I don't need to interpret for Tim. Anyway, let's get this search underway. How do you track the scent? I just sniffed the ground and I can tell where the scent is the strongest. Gotcha. Look for where the scent is the strongest. Right, and there are still traces of Ducklet's scent inside the house. I think I can track her from here. Then let's get going, Growlithe! Yeah. Hold down the R button while moving to follow the scent of whatever you're looking for. You can get off Growlithe by going back to Tim. Okay. Look at us go! We're snoofing! We're snoofing! Yeah! It's sniffing time! I'm picking up Ducklet's scent around here. Ducklet always leaves this way when she walks and goes shopping. Her scent is still lingering here. If we follow that smell, we should be able to find Ducklet. Let's track the scent carefully. Don't want to lose it. Right! This Growlithe's such a good girl. Went to the park. Yo, hold R to sniff. I'm sniffing! I'm sniffing! Hey, she went up to the park. Ooh, is she in the water? No. She's in those bushes! This scent. Find her? I'm sure of it. Come out, Ducklet. It's your pal Growlithe. Oh, that's so heckin' cute. Oh my god. It's so cute. She got a little bag around her neck. I was wondering who found me. It's good to see a friendly face. Wait, who's that on your back? Hi there, I'm the great Detective Pikachu. You're a friend of Growlithe's? I'd like to think so. Putting that aside, though, could you tell me why you're way out here? Some strange humans were chasing me. It was really scary. I don't know what I could possibly done to make them so upset. They think you may have been involved in a crime. Huh? What crime? Something precious was stolen from the house, and you and Barnes are currently under suspicion. Say what? Neither of us would ever do something like that. I know. I don't think it was you. I'll need to ask you some questions to help prove your innocence, and Barnes too. Is that all right? Guess.
What?
I'm Barnes' partner. You're always helping him out because he's so busy, right? Like when you buy beans at the Hi Hat Cafe? Barnes must have good taste, much like myself. You drink the black water too? I tried it once, but because Barnes seems to enjoy it so much, but I practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Too bitter. It's sophisticated flavor for sophisticated Pokemon. Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll be sophisticated like that someday. Just watch. This is so amazing. Can you tell me about Barnes? Barnes is my partner. He's a true gentleman. If you've met him, I'm sure you've understood what I meant. What I mean. Yep. Though I think I might have him beat in the gentleman department. Right, anyway. He's really good telling me when I've done something well. May not look like it, but I'm actually a really good swimmer. Barnes always compliments me when I show off my fancy swimming techniques in the fountain. No one that lovely could be possibly a bad person, right? Right! Like I said, I don't think he did. Don't worry, Ducklet. We'll clear Barnes' name. Thank you, Growlithe. So why are you here? There must have been plenty of other places you could have picked. This is my favorite spot. Like I told you, I got chased around by a bunch of strangers. I was feeling pretty ruffled, so I came here to calm down. Gotcha. See that water over there? I love bathing in it. Oh yeah, maybe I should try it too. Whoa there, Growlithe. Aren't you a fire type? Pretty sure that's a bad idea. Oh, good point. Walking by the waterside feels lovely too. It's so nice and cool without all the wetness. Sweet, I'll try that instead. Thanks, Ducklet. What were you up to at this morning before the incident occurred? All I did was eat breakfast like always. Then I got really sleepy, not like always. If you fell asleep after breakfast, when did you go out? Well, at some point, Turner woke me up. I usually go out shopping right after Barnes asked me. But today I was in a hurry because I overslept, so I rushed to grab my bag and flew out from a window on the second floor. Sure it was Turner who woke you. It's Turner! It absolutely is Turner! Fell asleep too? Yep, only because today's breakfast was so yummy. Guess I ate so much I got sleepy after. Do you two always eat your meals together? Usually no. Always eat with Cramorant. There's a Cramorant in the house? That explains the other feather. Cramorant is Turner's partner. Oh, is that so? Bit strange that Turner never mentioned that. It was heckin' Turner. It so was him. So according to your story, Ducklet, we were out on the errand when the crime took place, but because you were asleep early, you're not sure exactly what time you left. Even if Ducklet doesn't know anything, how are we going to solve this case? You mean we might never even find the jewel? No, we've still got one more lead, the Cramorant that Ducklet mentioned. Wondering why we never saw it in the mansion. How long has Cramorant been gone? I don't know, by the time I noticed he was already gone. We should probably go talk to him. Then, can you track Cramorant down by a scent, Growlithe? If you have something with Cramorant's scent on it, then sure. I don't suppose you could use this. That's one of Cramorant's feathers. Just as I thought. Good thing I picked it up from earlier. With that, I could definitely track Cramorant's scent. Now we just have to figure out where to pick up the trail. Since Cramorant seems to have left the mansion, we should probably try somewhere around the front gate. What should I do? I'm really worried about Barnes. I understand how you feel, but if you go home now, things will probably just get more complicated. Can you wait here a little bit longer until we solve the case? Okay, please, I'm counting on both of you to take care of Barnes. Leave it to us. Right then, let's go, Growlithe. Let's roll! It's justice time! Already? This is so much better than the original. Because there's more fun Pikachu time. Well, did you get a whiff of Cramorant's scent? Yep, I got it. Still quite strong, so Cramorant was probably walking around here this morning. So we just need to follow that scent. Okay, Growlithe, follow your nose! Oh my gosh, it was totally Turner. Totally Turner! And the whole punch thing was a big old lie. Hey, it looks like you're having fun. Let me play too. Sorry, but this is serious business. I can play with you after our investigation if you want. It's so cute. Is it in the alley? The alley? Yeah, we're going to the back alley. Okay. Pikachu over there. Could that be? Now the Cramorant's sleeping. The gulping gourmand.
Drop it! Drop it!
In Squalor Paradise. So, Jan. Yes, it's Cramorant. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. We've been looking for you, Cramorant. Oh, hey, it's Growlithe. What you doing here? That's what I'd like to ask you. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you could answer some questions? Who are you? No need to be scared. I'm the great Detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help you. Great, what's a Pikachu? Pikachu is my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cramorant. Still don't know what's going on, but sure. What do you want to ask me, dude? Cramorant would talk like this.
Hey.
Are you Turner's partner Pokemon, Cramorant? Sure am, dude. What's this about? We were worried about you because you weren't at home. Really? My bad. Can you tell me about Turner? Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Kramer is always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. If Turner calls me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll hork up whatever's filling my lickety-split. Well, more like lickety-spit. But I guess Kramer are kind of built for that, huh?
Hey!
Why are you sleeping out here of all places? Because I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast. Hey, me too. Whoa, really? So Ducklet and the others all fell asleep. After that, Turner woke me up and I flew right out of the house. Why did he wake you up? Because, what was it again he said? He said to go to the back alley, I think? You don't even remember that? Yeesh, what a guy. Kind of fell asleep a few times on the way here, too. But in the end, I made it. I was so sleepy, but right when I was about to zonk out, I found this choice bed. Took a nap, dude. He's talking about me, by the way. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah, dude. It's like super squishy. This guy's something else. If you wanted to sleep, why didn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner's worried about you. Turner! That's right, I gotta get back to Turner! Any particular reason? Because he's my partner, dude! Oh, wait. Did he say not to go back? Which was it again? Hey, now look at me. I really think you should go back. Turner must be worried about you. I'd like to hear about what Kramer was doing at the time the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yep. You must have eaten a lot. Same as usual, actually, but even now my tummy is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still full? Not sure, dude. My tongue feels the same when when I swallow something big. The jewels inside Kramer. Can I rub his back? Yo, let me rub his back. We've heard from Kramer, but his answers weren't very clear. Let's try talking to Trubbish. Huh, me?
Trubbish?
Did you need something from me? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? A crime? I'm not sure anything about that. That's fine. You're not in any trouble. We're just trying to gather all the information we can. Will you help us, please? I guess I could answer a few questions.
Hey!
Could you tell us a bit about yourself? There's not much to say. Alright, then, have you noticed anything strange recently? Strange? Well, I've just been gathering trash from around the city, like I do every day. You do that every day? Well, thank you. It's just my routine. I guess I did collect some unusual trash today. Does that count as strange? What's so unusual about it? It was stuck to Whimsicott's head. They were in front of a big house when I found it. Whimsicott getting stuff stuck into its head doesn't sound like me. Pikachu, you can't say things like that. Trash is important to Trubbish, so don't call it stuff. Oh. What brings you here? Well, I'm not great around humans, and humans don't usually come here, so it seemed like a safe place. They do something mean to you? No, I just don't like too much noise. Humans are so noisy, don't you think? I guess. Anyway, this place is nice and quiet.
Hey!
Do you still have the trash that was stuck to Whimsicott? Yeah, I was saving it for a snack. Why? What, did you want it? I'd like to at least have a look at it. Could you show it to us? Sure, I guess. Pretty coupled up, but it looks like a note. Hey, it smells like the rooms in our house. You mean Dennis's mansion? That's interesting. Let's see. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Ponyard in with Whimsicott to cut the keys. You should then be able to collect the jewel. Play your part properly. You should be able to frame Barnes for everything. And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This note is from the culprit. What? So the thief had an accomplice, huh? That must be why there were multiple Pokemon involved. Whatever the case, this is definitely a big clue. This clears Barnes. This clears Barnes right away. Sorry about this, Trubbish, but do you think we can have this piece of trash, please? I guess if you want it that badly, sure. Thanks, I'll be sure to make it up to you later.
Okay.
Guess we managed to ask everything we wanted to. Shall we head back home? Yeah, we got a good clue, so let's go meet up with Tim again. Got it. What are you gonna do, Cramorant? Want to come back to the mansion with us? Nah, I'm good. I'll head back at my own pace. My tongue feels like way heavy for breakfast that I ate. Poor Cramorant looks pretty uncomfortable. Okay, you just rest here for a while then. Once you feel like you can move again, come back to the mansion. Okay. Alright, let's head back, Growlithe. Yes! Can I not? It's the jewel is in the Cramorant. I'm glad that they let us run back. This is really cute. It's Corviknight. Corviknight's incriminating evidence. The other partner Pokemon instead of Cramorant was Corviknight. For Turner. I wonder who Turner's accomplice is, though. Because Turner, this is like a two-person job. Tim! Tim, we got something! Tim! 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 We're back, Tim. Thanks, both of you. Are you getting down with Growlithe now, Pikachu? Yes. Can you get down on your own? Please, who do you think I am? I can handle this. Boop. How did you investigate with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim, we found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you'll see. That's about it. Good work, Pikachu. I think we're definitely closer to solving this case now. Now hurry up and open your case notebook. Let's think this over and organize all the info we got.
Okay, great.
Okay. How can we prove Barnes' innocence? Begin deduking! Is there something that can prove Barnes' innocence? Let's think of something that would be convincing to the police as well. By showing that Barnes couldn't have opened the jewel case. Mr. Dennis is the only one who could unlock the jewel case, so it would be impossible for Barnes to steal the jewel. Showing that Barnes' partner, Ducklet, had nothing to do with the crime. Ducklet only went out to go shopping. That means her partner, Barnes, likely had nothing to do with the crime. With the note, which was written by someone other than Barnes. The note Trubbish found said, after Barnes leaves, that means the real culprit is someone else.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, the note clearly says we can frame Barnes for everything. We can prove Barnes' innocence with that, can't we? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves, that will be the signal. This is clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit, and that the culprit is still out there. It's Turner. Not only that, there were multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent this Pokemon in from outside and someone inside the mansion who in. Think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion? That seems like the natural conclusion. How did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use the key, right? Yes, usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way. Way to what? Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? When she was sleeping. When she was sleeping! She said it disappeared while she was sleeping. That's right, and anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. So you're right. Growlithe doesn't usually nap. You really think she just happened to nap right when they were about to commit a crime? That's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Did you notice anything they all had in common? Anything strange? All of them left the mansion, all of them went to sleep, all of them ate breakfast, all of them went to sleep. All of the Pokemon from the mansion said they fell asleep. That's right, Tim. Glad you noticed that. Our next deduking. Why did the Pokemon in the mansion fall asleep? According to testimony, all the Pokemon in the mansion fell asleep. What could have caused this? There's no way it's coincidence. Do you think someone wanted that to happen? I'd say odds of that are pretty high. There's got to be some kind of evidence that we can use to prove that. Search the mansion, Tim. Playing inside. Coffee beans. So we have sleeping back alley. Corviknight definitely used sleep on all the Pokemon together. That's right.
Yes.
It's absolutely Tim. Maybe there's something upstairs?
Whoa!
Feathers. Don't think there's anything here. Oh, wait. Growlithe's bowl.
Hmm.
This is the dish that Growlithe's food was in. Some sort of powder on it. Tim, this is sleep powder. Yep, Corviknight. Corviknight used sleep powder. You could tell just by looking at it, Pikachu. I'm a Pokemon, remember? Not to mention a great detective. Of course I can tell what kind of powder this is. It's not even something to brag about. Which means there was sleep powder in the food. I think we're pretty sure of that.
Okay, let's start
the duking! It was the sleep powder!
Okay.
Did you figure out what caused all the Pokemon in the mansion to fall asleep? They tired themselves out playing. They went shopping and tired themselves out. That's so cute. Sleep powder was mixed into their breakfast.
Okay.
The Pokemon in the mansion said they all fell asleep after eating breakfast. And in one of the food bowls, we found traces of sleep powder. That leads us to only one possible conclusion. Someone deliberately put the Pokemon in the mansion to sleep with sleep powder. Ka-chow. Getting easier to picture just how the crime was committed. But where could the culprit have gotten the sleep powder in the first place? In this city, I think a few places. But if we follow the path that was used to bring inside, we might learn more about the culprit. You'll need Growlithe's help again for that, right? Why don't you just take a little powder with that just in case? One step ahead of you. Now let's talk to Growlithe, Tim. Go! Don't sniff too much! I wonder what happens if you go full idiot detective. I think there is like fails. There are fail states. That'd be worth a look-see to see what would be like. Okay, it was they tired themselves out because they were playing. All right, let's do this, Growlithe. It's Pika time. Pika Pika. It left outside. It's gotta be from the Whimsicots, right? I would think it's from the Whimsicots. Because they can cast Sleep Powder. Is it in the park? Oh, it's in the park. Oh, is it the Bum Bum Bee? Because that does all sorts of pollen and puffins and stuff. What's going on? What did I do? What's up, Rimbumby? You look panicked. My dear Cutiefly went out to gather nectar, but they haven't come back yet. It never takes them this long. I'm worried. What if something's happened? Rimbumby seems pretty upset. I'd like to help, but Cutiefly are really tiny Pokemon. It's tough to find them in such a big city. I don't even know where they usually get their nectar. Let's see. Hey, Growlithe, do you think you could track down the Cutiefly with your nose? Definitely. I've already picked up the scent of nectar from Rimbumby. And if we follow that scent, we should be able to find the Cutiefly. Could you really? That would be incredible. Could you please find my dear Cutiefly? We're on it. How many Cutiefly went out to gather nectar? 2. I'll be waiting here. Please bring them to me if you find them. 2 Cutiefly, come right up. Let's go, Growlithe. Alright, so there's a whole nother thing going on here. Oh man, and the scent of Venonat? Where'd this Venonat come from? Cutiefly! Hello, little guy. I was napping so peacefully. Are you saying you didn't come back because you were napping? Bumpy's been worried sick about you. Oh no, I didn't realize that much time has passed. I found such a nice napping spot. I was just dozing a little. Must be nice to live such a carefree life, huh? So I'm glad you're safe. Thanks for telling me. I go right home. Oh my gosh, it is so much later than I thought. I still need to make dinner. Don't feel too bad, Growlithe. Nobody's mad at you. I just want to solve this case. I gotta bring this guy to justice. All right, it's obviously the Venonat, so I'll take care of that in a sec. We're gonna go find this other Cutiefly. Oh, it went down. It went down. Cutiefly! Hey, calm down. We're not here for your nectar. Oh, really? Sorry. Thought you two were here to steal the nectar I got, too. That's right. A Pokemon keeps coming to steal my nectar. That's why I hide here. Look, it's back! Come on, give me some of that sweets. Oh, man, they give Lickitung a lisp. Lickitung, so you're the one causing problems for Cutiefly. No, I'm not. I just want a little nectar. That's all. With a tongue like yours, you'd take all the nectar Cutiefly has in one lick. Well, maybe, but I want something sweet. Then why don't come see Rimbombi later? If you do, I'll share some of the pollen puffs Rimbombi makes for us. Lily? Yay! Okay, I guess I can wait for now. Eesh, what a pest. Anyway, can you go back to Rimbombi now? Yes, thank you, Pikachu and Growlithe. We did it. We're the best. Glad we found Cutiefly. Thanks to all of your nose. Much appreciated, Growlithe. Okay. Now we found both Cutiefly. I knew I could count on you, Growlithe. Compliment. I'll have to tell Sanji about this later. Definitely do not speak the same language, but definitely seem to understand your feelings. Why don't we head back and make sure those Cutiefly made it back to the room? Pikachu, Growlithe, thank you so much. Both Cutiefly came home safely. No need to thank us. Just glad to have another case closed. Sorry we worried you. Please promise me 2 things from now on. Don't go anywhere dangerous. Don't go goof around on your way home. Okay, I promise. Promise. That's another case solved. Alright, let's go see this heckin' Whee! Oh no, Pikachu, the sun stopped here. What do we do now? Must be something around here. Let's look around the terrace. Sure. How about the Venonat?
Venom.
Hunts with sparkling red eyes. It's a Venomat. No mistaken, those massive eyes. Apparently they can even see in the dark. So sparkly. Yes, what is it? Yes. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Okay, so I'm really busy yet, but yes. What's got you so busy? Oh, nothing. I'm just eating, that's all. But I have to eat fast. Soon it'll be time for dinner. And more eating. Yes. Got plenty of time till then. Though, right? Are you always in such a hurry? Yes. At least that's what everyone tells me. Yes. Have you tried maybe chilling out just a bit? Can't. This is my natural state. Yes. Hee. Okay. Then it sure is funny. What are you doing here? This spot is great because you can see the whole city, and it's lovely and pretty and nice. On top of that, many teeny bugs gather here at night. Oh yes, it's marvelous. Like bugs on an event? Yes, very much so. Yes, they're my favorite treat. Your favorite treat? I think we could drop this line of questioning. Is this your sleep powder? Nope, definitely not mine. No siree. How can you tell? I use my sleep powder to catch prey. It doesn't smell this soothing or beautiful. Nope, not one bit. I see. I do believe this is the Lilligant's fragrance, so yes. Yeah, where would we find a Lilligant? I would check one nearby the hedges. Probably. No, definitely yes. To the greenery! This? Oh! Hello, Lilligant. Wasn't the Venonat, it was this Lilligant. This Pokemon is known for having an aroma that calms the heart and mind. That's what the nice smell was. You think I smell nice? You're sweet. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Not at all. Your timing is actually perfect. I was just taking a break from dancing. Ask me whatever you like. About you, Lilligant. Can you tell me more about yourself? Getting personal, are we, Teehee? Alas, I'm rather unremarkable. Just a Lilligant with a love for dance. You wouldn't have to look hard to find many others like me. What are you doing here? Why, this is my favorite place. Basking in the sunlight here feels ever so good. And dancing here fills me with endless joy. You dance here a lot, then? Yes, sometimes humans and Pokemon even come to watch. Everyone who watches me dances seems to fall asleep, but at least they're smiling when they do. Would you like a demonstration? La la la. Oh yeah, nice. I really use a nap. Wait, Lilligant, please don't dance! Is this your sleep powder? Yes, I recognize the fragrance. Do you remember giving this to anyone? No. You see, my sleep powder just puffs out naturally whenever I dance, though thinking of it now, there was a human who came to watch me dance recently. Really? Do you remember what they looked like? I'm afraid not. I was in the zone. That's rough. That's funny. It's something. Thanks for your help, Billigan.
I see.
Now we know how the sleep powder was obtained. Are we done investigating? Yes.
Great.
I'd like to tell Tim what we found. Let's hurry back, Growlithe. Sure. Still not sure who the culprit is. Right, but we did learn something important. What's that? Think about it, Tim. Sleep powder scent trail led directly from the mansion to the terrace. Do you really think that's normal? I guess it would make sense that if the person who brought the sleep powder already lived in the mansion. Exactly, which makes it even more likely that it was an inside job. Who could have slipped the Pokemon sleep powder? The culprit mixed sleep powder into the Pokemon's food and let Pawniard into the mansion. Only someone in the mansion could have done this, but who? Then they mixed into the food's breakfast. Sure sounds like an inside job to me, which means the culprit is someone in the mansion. Let's do some more sleuthing and find out who. I know who! It was told. My staff member Turner always prepares the food here. Done! Done! It's Turner! It used to be one of the Barnes' duties, but the task has fallen to Turner since he joined the staff. He's truly made himself quite useful. Done! 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 It's Turner! It's him! Who would have been able to mix sleep powder into Growlithe's food? Let's figure out using the food we gathered. Turner is responsible for preparing the Pokemon's meal. He put the sleep powder in the food without raising suspicion.
Okay.
The only person who could have put sleep powder in the meal is Turner. It has to have been him. Bingo. He's in charge of preparing Pokemon meals. He could have easily slipped it into their food. However, this fact alone isn't enough to implicate Turner. You're right. Where does Corviknight fit into this picture? That's just conjecture. We don't have any hard evidence. We'll definitely need to find some proof, but I'm not sure how. It's kind of an aggressive move, but we could try shaking him up a bit. Let's see if we can make Turner nervous. We might learn something based on how he reacts. Think you're up for it? Worth a try.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Tim. How's the investigation going? We're actually a bit stuck in the moment. Sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to help? I was actually hoping to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. By all means, ask away.
Excuse me?
You got a partner, Cramorant, right, Mr. Turner? What? How do you know that? It came up while we were gathering statements in the city. See, I hope you don't think I was hiding that fact or anything. I was just afraid he might become a suspect. I did tell the police, of course. Really. It's been a while since I've seen him, actually, worryingly so. Where could he have gone? Oh, well, we just saw Cramorant walking back towards the mansion. Why that little? I told him to stay put. Stay put? Why'd you tell him that, Mr. Turner? I just didn't want him going out on his own. I've been so worried that he might have gotten mixed up in the crime somehow. Thank you so much for hiding him, Tim. It's such a huge relief. We're thinking a Pawniard might have cut the jewel case. Really? I mean, yes, I think you've cracked it. So it was Pawniard that punched you, Mr. Turner? Yes, it most certainly was. It really hurt. In fact, it still hurts. What a terrible liar. Based on Turner's reaction, it's pretty clear that he's hiding something. Just wish I'd been able to dig a little deeper. Now you did a great job. At least, very least, we've learned one thing. Cramorant is the key to solving this case. All that's left is to ask him ourselves. So we're going to see Cramorant? Yep, just you wait. Turner, we'll catch you yet. Turner, yes. It was Corviknight! It's like the show Pup Named Scooby-Doo when it was Red Herring. Come on, Pikachu! No time to waste! We're gonna solve this crime yet. Pika-Pee! Look, Pikachu, it's Cramorant. Weren't you gonna go back to Turner? Didn't make it very far, did you? Cramorant! You've been resting because you feel too weak, too full to walk? Cram! Hi, Whimsicott, hi. Why is Cramorant the only one that feels so unwell? Growlithe and the others are fine. He must have really overeaten or he swallowed something his digestive system can't... Wait a second. Finally.
A missing jewel, and now Cramorant's full belly.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
I figured it out! A bolt of brilliance!
What? Where did these carps come from? Where did these carps come from?
The stolen jewel we seek is right over there!
Did you figure something out, Pikachu? Oh yeah, I got it all figured out. Where's the stolen jewel? Pikachu seems to have figured out where the Turner hid the jewel. Use all the information gathered up to this point to deduce where. I bet you figured it out too, haven't you? All right, here's the final question. Where did Turner hide the jewel? Once you piece together all the information we've gathered so far, you'll definitely have figured it out. Also, Turner can follow him with them with a gun. Just end the investigation. Thankfully, you know, there's no guns in this game. I'll give you a hint. The jewel was most certainly taken out of the mansion and Pokemon was used to do it. Pokemon? Yeah, think about the unique characteristics of each Pokemon in the mansion. Which one of them has the ideal features for hiding the Pokemon? So, like, this is a good idea, being, like, inside the cotton. And then this one's a good idea for putting it inside the, inside the little bag. But it's inside the stomach of Cramorant. Let's cut him open! And the reason he feels full is because he's still got the jewel inside his belly. Didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, didn't he? Nope, I'm positive the jewel's still in Cramorant's belly. Now we have enough evidence to go to back Turner into a corner. Where is the stolen jewel? Cramorant swallowed it.
Okay.
We've got all the proof we need. Now we just have to catch up to the culprit. Let's go tell Holiday to gather everyone involved in the case. Hi, Whimsicott. Hi. Are you ready, Tim? Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Let's reveal the truth together. I can't wait to slap this guy some cuffs. I feel bad for Cramorant because he was just vibing.
This is it. Let's take care of business.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
This sudden conference had better be important.
Listen!
It is. We've identified the real culprit.
Have you now?
Yo, this guy's
Yes,
gonna run.
Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel.
Oh. Who did it then?
I'll explain everything from the beginning.
Are we gonna do a cool
Let's start with
flashback
how
sequence?
The culprit entered the jewel storage room.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key. But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
Yes, exactly. So how did they...
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
Yo, Turner, shut up!
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key.
Look at Pikachu. Ooh! Ooh! They befriended Growlithe and got the key. They made Growlithe fall asleep, then stole the key. They broke down the door and didn't use the key. The door was unlocked. No, they put sleep powder in Growlithe's breakfast, then they stole the key while she was sleeping.
The culprit used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep. And after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Of course. Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector.
There are
You'll
still
find traces
traces.
of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
Of course. So that's how the culprit got into the jewel storage room.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
Yeah, good point.
Turner, shut up.
No, they could have if they had Pokemon
I love the rug.
accomplices.
I don't remember what Pokemon is that on it, but there's a Pokemon on the rug too. Clefable, who was in the mansion, cut open the jewel case. The Whimsicott that entered the jewel storage room cut open the jewels case. Ducklet cleverly cut open the jewel case. That was Pawnyard with its hands.
The culprit somehow used
Remember how you've
Whimsicott
deduced
and
this?
Pawnyard
Now do it again.
and got
Pretty
Pawnyard
much.
to
It's
cut
like
open
now
the
it's like
case.
okay, now put it all together. Now that you've deducted it all, now put it all together.
How is that even possible?
Getting nervous there, Turner? Huh? You getting
I
nervous?
understand now how the jewel was stolen. But that doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Oh, Turner.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent.
Objection! The Whimsicott Cotton was involved in the crime, but there's no connection between Whimsicott and Barnes, so it's impossible for Barnes to encrypt the thing. The key to the jewel case was locked. Barnes is not the culprit because he can't use the key. Douglas' bag is jam-packed with coffee beans, so Barnes couldn't have hidden the stolen jewel in it. No, it was the note that contains plans for framing Barnes.
We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
culprit
Turner.
jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Then that would mean Barnes is innocent.
So who's the real culprit?
The real culprit is right here with us.
Pikachu's getting hyped.
What do you mean?
The culprit is Mrs. Dennis. Oh, I want to say her so bad. The culprit is still still Barnes. Where's the Corviknight button? The culprit is Turner.
The thief who stole the Aurora drop. It's Mr. Turner. You're the culprit.
Who, me?
Ace Attorney point.
But I'm a victim of this crime. Poniard punched me.
It punched you, huh?
Yeah, Pikachu.
Poniard has blades for hands, and I don't see any cuts on you.
If you really think I'm the culprit, then where's the jewel? I don't have it on me, and I haven't set foot outside the mansion.
It's up your butt.
Where's the jewel? Isn't it obvious? It's with a Pokemon.
What?
I love this. I love how extra this is being. It's being so extra. Which Pokemon has the jewel? Ducklet, Poniard, Clefable, Cramorant.
Of course you don't have the stolen jewel. You hid it.
Up your butt.
In Cramorant's belly.
Excuse me? Cramorant may be Turner's partner, but even so...
Where is that Cramorant anyway?
Mr. Turner, you clearly put a lot of thought into your plan. But when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlithe's sense of responsibility. Those two things did you in. Now, please call your Cramorant.
What's up, dude? Yo! Saw, dude?
Cramorant.
Yeah, you,
All right, let me handle this.
Oh, yes, please. Oh! And the key!
There
What's
it
the
is.
what's the little
The
box
Aurora
on
drop.
the back of
And the key
Cramorant?
to the storage room, too.
And my wallet.
I'm afraid you can't talk your way out of this, Mr. Turner.
I was so close to living the easy life. I shouldn't have teamed up with someone I barely knew.
Yeah, who was the other person? Throw them under the bus and maybe they can cut you a plea bargain. Sure, Holiday will look into his accomplice. Right, let's leave that to police. Was I wrong this whole time? For us here, the Aurora Drop was a symbol of hope. Thought I could bring hope to even more people. That's why I decided to donate it. But I never thought it would lead to an incident like this. Maybe I should just forget, though, about donating it and just quietly locked up in the house. Goodness gracious, you of all people, do you really think so little of the Aurora Drop? What are you saying, Claudia? Didn't you tell me yourself that you'd hope whoever looked at the Aurora Drop would not only see its beauty, but also feel cheered up and encouraged? Are you really going to give up on that hope just because of a stroke of bad luck? Wouldn't that be a terrible waste? Don't you agree, Barnes? Indeed, madam. It's just as you say. Mr. Dennis, your plan to donate the jewel to the School of Rhyme City was most certainly not a mistake. Please believe in yourself and do what you think is best. Oh my goodness, Sleepy! Hi! How are you? It's been 40 years. Hi, Sleepy! I hope you've been well. Welcome. Probably rethink donating after Pokemon just puked it up. I'll be fine. Just give it a good wipe. That's it. I think I let myself get too shaken by what happened. I believe in the beauty of the Aurora Drop and the people of Rhyme City, as you should. The fable. But Claudia had warned you against the donation? Don't misunderstand me. Just don't want to deal with you moping around like this for the rest of our lives, that's all. Thanks. Citizens forced me to reconsider, shall we say, some of my views. Fable, Ducklet, Growlithe, let's all eat together from now on. It looks like Mr. Dennis and the others are all getting along better now. That about wraps it up. Has been a good,
Ironic,
super busy with house things, zoom time.
Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. You're under arrest.
Yeah.
That jewel is huge.
Cramorant, are you alright?
Again, what is that thing on its back? What the what?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Right.
How could this be happening?
Sanjeev.
Wow, guys.
Turner! Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
I mean, you still had
Why
something to
don't
do
we
with the
discuss this
original
down at the station?
original thieving. So yeah, you gotta go. What kind of things have you been doing with your house stuff? Because boy, Sleepy, for me as well, Sam and I, we actually just moved into a house ourselves. And we've been also consumed with house things. So we're both we're homeowners. Look at us, homeowner
Growlithe,
twins.
You did a great job.
She's so cute.
Hey.
Bye,
Pikachu.
Whimsicott. Bye.
Look.
Oh, are you leaving already? See you around.
That's... God, this game is just so cute.
Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Yeah. There was a
something
GameCube
glowing
on it.
I've never seen anything like it.
Ooh, the
I
through plot.
wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
You're watching Pikachu make a pithy one-liner, but he just hears Pika-Pee. Yeah, that's very true. Pikachu's saying this witty thing, and to Turner, it's just Pika-Pee.
I'm home.
Put egress in windows into the basement painting. Wow, that sounds like
Well,
a...
you
Oh,
sure
that
are
is a
home
lot.
Late.
I met a girl!
Evening.
Oh, and who is this?
A girl!
My classmate, Rachel.
Who happens to be a...
It's nice to meet you.
She's secretly a
Is
Corviknight!
she your girlfriend?
Whoa, whoa, hey, wait, hey.
If only.
What? What, Pikachu? Actually, Rachel's here because... Hello, sorry to barge in so suddenly. I was hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. Didn't realize his family was visiting, though. Welcome, Rachel. Didn't mean to startle you. Sophia and I were just arrived in Rhyme City yesterday. We came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, really? Then this is probably the first time you'll have seen each other in a while. I really hope I'm not in the way. Please, don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Make yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Thank you, really. See, Tim? Told you Irene and Sophia would understand. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. There you go. Save here. And, that's gonna do it here. Sleepy, I'm sorry that you joined, like, right as I was wrapping up, but it was still good, so super, blah, blah, blah. It was still so great to see you. We'll have to talk some more. Definitely some more. The windows were a pain to install, but overall it was increased square footage that we can list the house for if we ever sell it. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. That's good. Yes, it was thank you. I hope we can chat more later, because I would love to catch up and hear more about this house, and if ever you want to post pictures or anything, I'm still in that Discord if you want to post them there. If you want to jump into my Discord or slide into my DMs, send me them pics. I would love to see the pics of the house. The ones that you could share, obviously, comfortably. Thank you again, though, everybody else, for watching so much. I hope you all had fun. I had a blast. This game is so heckin' cute. We might jump back into this, or I might be playing more of this later on my own. We'll see how Sam reacts, because she'll probably watch this and then tell me like, oh yeah, continue to stream it, so then I can watch it. So we'll see. Thank you again, everybody, so much for watching. Remember to listen, love, and learn, and be compassionate, especially with yourself. And I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I love you all. Good night, everybody. Good night.